over DC, coffee in my hand. Saw the headlines from a faraway land, South Africa's politicos
running their mouth again about America and me. Where does it all end? They're about a whole year of the same old tune,
name calling in tall tales beneath the African moon. Oh, it's more trash in the USA, I declare, while their own folks are struggling beyond all compare. Pointing fingers outward, ignoring what's inside. For Afrikaners and minorities, nowhere left to hide. Well, this cowboy's had enough,
patience wearing thin.
Gonna tell the world the truth.
Where do I begin? They talk about freedom and justice for all, while their own people are answering a different call.
Farmers on their homesteads,
living in fear and dread.
Minority voices silence words left unsaid.
Promises like tumbleweeds blowing in the breeze, while their leaders keep on preaching, bringing us to our knees. Oh, it's more trash in the USA,
I declare, while their own folks are struggling beyond all compare. Pointing fingers outward, ignoring what's inside. For Afrikaners and minorities, nowhere left to hide. Well, this cowboy's had enough,
patience wearing thin.
Gonna tell the world the truth.
Where do I begin?
I try to stay quiet,
let it roll right on by,
but a man can only take so much beneath God's sky. That's the honest truth.
When you see folks suffering, it just ain't right.
Gonna set the record straight with all of my might. Oh, it's more trash in the USA, I declare, while their own folks are struggling beyond all compare. Pointing fingers outward, ignoring what's inside. For Afrikaners and minorities, nowhere left to hide. Well, this cowboy's had enough,
patience wearing thin.
Gonna tell the world the truth.
Where do I begin?
Yeah, more trash in the USA,
but the truth will find its way.
Pretoria, listen up to what I gotta say. God bless America, come what may.
Come what may.
Good evening, folks. Cyril's Big Blunder. Night Owls, take one. Welcome back to the program. How's it going? Good evening, good morning, wherever you find yourselves around the world today, folks. Trash in the USA. Well, it's on like Donkey Kong, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness gracious. Donkey Kong. I'm telling you, folks, it's out of control. The tit for tat, the level is rising. Ooh, temperature's rising, man. The temperature's rising. The frog that's in the pot boiling now is the ANC. It's the ANC, folks. It is the ANC. It's not minority South Africans. It's not racial minorities. But the frog in the pot is now the ANC. They keep stepping on their schlong. They just can't help themselves. Just can't help themselves. What's this message have disappeared? So please note, I'll be in the background. What do you mean message disappeared? I see your message just fine there, Marianelle. Thank you very much. Yep. Yeah, no, this is, folks, we got a lot to talk about here. And look, I'm going to talk about the media, but I need to criticize American media too. I haven't looked at the Washington Post. Let me go to the Washington Post and see if they've got this too. But I mean, I just looked and I saw that, let's see who else has got it here. The South African media are all just reporting lies here. But PBS has also fallen for it. And The Hill has fallen for it. So it's not just South Africa. It's, wow. Bloomberg fell for it. Reuters fell for it. These are all stories that are out of date now. All these outlets fell for this. So instead of asking, this is what kills me. You know, the death of media. It's not just South African media. And I did a video in which I criticized South African media, but they're far from alone, ladies and gentlemen. They're far from alone because I'm going to show you that American media are just as dim-witted as South African media when it comes to this topic, falling for the lies that Ramaphosa. Now, I don't think Ramaphosa probably lied, but his smart-ass approach to it, the way he behaved, shows that, you know, he's not serious about this. Let's play what's going on here after I greet everyone here, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, the other handle's been coming up a day today. I'm not sure what's going on. Vision problems, incredible sleep deprivation, post-infusions. Oh, okay. Hang in there. Okay, gotcha. Stay in. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, don't worry about misspelling. We'll figure it out. 18 U.S. Code Section 2387 makes the federal crime interfere with, obstruct, or undermine loyalty, discipline. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Philip. You are spot on. It is a federal crime, and these dimwits who actually claim to have served in uniform are dumb enough to commit this act. They are dumb enough to commit this act. I'll tell you, there's some really stupid people out there. Philip Holtz has got it. I didn't check the statute, but I know that it is a federal crime because I did serve in uniform. And I do know that now the media rushing to cover for these seditious bastards in the U.S. government. We're going to talk about that tonight, too. Sedition in the U.S. government. The left has gone too far. They stoked insurrections in 2020 in Portland and Seattle at the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. And now they're trying to stoke insurrection within the ranks of the U.S. military. These people are out of control. Out of control. Jeremy's here, in from Indonesia. I believe that's Maze that we're talking about there. And then Dirk Kotsia, welcome to you. Charles Van Altzen, the voice of reason. We could use some reason tonight. There's Dogzilla. Welcome to you. Oh, who else we got there? CB is there. And then Syncmaster99. Who else? Madeline Swart, welcome to you. Angelique. Expat Family Joubert. Xavier Grayling. These long form names are really weird. Texas, going to Vegas. Vegas, baby. What stays in Vegas never stays there. Don't believe that lie. It follows you. If you get an itch in your groin, it follows you from Vegas. I'm just saying. Just warning you. Luva Eve, welcome to you. Vesperlin, hello. And who else we got here? Petrus Fundelinda. Is it just me, or are these full handle displays in the super chat annoying? It's very annoying. You're not just you. It's very distracting. I don't know why they do that. I have no say and control over it. Gina Mulan, welcome to you as well. Tuns Kotze, welcome to you. And Xavier Grayling, Delmarie Mostart. Who else we got in here? 787 Dreamliner, Vela. Denise Bellingham. Dylan Combrick, an OG. Dylan, good to see you again. Please check your chat settings. Mine keeps reverting to live chat. Yeah, there's been trouble with chat today. People kept reverting between top chat and live chat. Yeah, that's crazy. It's been a long day. Yes, the U.S. did telegraph that they were going to revoke Naledi Pandor's visa for 6 months. And in fact, I did talk to someone senior in South Africa today, not in the government, but a senior civil sector person, who said that it's not a surprise. You know, it was inevitable because hey, thank you for the 35 Rand. Appreciate you. We need more of you in the world. Well, thank you. A rare gem. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. How bizarre, what's when Carolyn called out Cyril liar? We're going to cover that in a second. I was surprised to see anti-Trump ads playing as sponsors. And let them play. Let them play. Let them gin up the money there. Werner van dem Eve, Phoenix, welcome to you. And I'm catching up here. Hope Levitt calls out Amanpour. Yes, I've also just did a video covering that once again too. Just outright lies. I mean, just flat out lies by Ronnie Lamola, folks. Just complete lies. Yep, unbelievable. Who else we got here? Good evening. Somebody said good evening. I missed it. It jumped ahead on me there. Cyril is skating on very thin ice. Oh, yeah. Joe Berger survived last night's thunderstorm. Yeah, I heard it was pretty hectic. And Gus is back. Gus, good to see you again. He's been around for a long time. Jackie Keene. Bloodcup is here. And Tessa, welcome to you. Tailfinder Warhawk, welcome. Hello, hello. Apocalypse Ninja, appreciate you. Thank you for 35 Rand. Clouds are gathering, folks. Clouds are gathering. All right, I'm caught up now. Let's get to some of the video, and I'll play some of this. First off, we want to play, I have to skip parts of it so I don't get accused of, well, I'll just skip the Ronald Lamola piece. No, I'll do the Lamola. Here, let's do Lamola.
As you have said.
As you have said, but what I'm going to do is put myself on the screen so that you can see me over the screen. So here's Ronald Lamola on Christian Amanpour. Christian Amanpour, and listen to the fairy tales that he tells the world. Just utter poppycock. Poppycock. Boulder Dash.
With regards to the program of a refugee, when you look at it, it's race-based. First,
it's race-based. No, it's not. Unless you consider black, brown, and white to be race. If everybody's included, how's it race-based?
Firstly, you must be a white South African, and secondly, you must be an Afrikaner. So
survey says no. We're gonna have to pull a yellow card on that one. Yellow card on this guy. There's a yellow card. I'll see. There you go. There's a yellow card. That is clearly a lie. Actually, it's a red card. He's been lying about it for 10 months. It is not a program for Afrikaners. It is not a program for whites. It is a program for racial minorities in South Africa. He can lie every single day. It doesn't change the truth. It does not change the truth.
It's a race-based refugee.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop lying to South Africans so they won't apply.
Program is not in line with the Geneva Convention.
Oh, but it is in line with the Geneva Convention, brother. It's very much in line with the Geneva Convention. You need to actually read the Geneva Convention and stop believing the nonsense that you believe. I'm here to tell you, because this guy is just shoveling it deeper than deeper can possibly be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the Geneva Convention says about refugee. You do not have to be, he's about to tell you that they're not fleeing from war. It has nothing to do with fleeing from war. Lamola refers to the refugees as defined and protected under the 1951 Refugee Convention and its 1967 Protocol. These treaties define a refugee as someone with a well-founded fear of persecution for reasons of race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't say anything about a war. It doesn't say anything about a war because it's not necessary. People are persecuted without war. This man does not know what he's talking about. He's talking out his backside like he usually does because that's what these South African politicians do. They know not what they speak. This is your 30% crowd.
That someone to qualify to be a refugee should be persecuted, should be running from a war and all those. This is just...
No. This is the foreign minister of South Africa.
That's the race-based policy.
Now, the race-based policies come from your political party, 145 race-based laws.
Position. So in our context, it does not fit the definition of a refugee in line with the Geneva.
All right, his arrogance and ignorance about the nature of I need an automatic red card. This is okay. That's it. Sorry, we got to pull out the big guns. That's not a yellow card. That is a permanent red card. A permanent red card for the foreign minister of South Africa. He gets a permanent red card for talking poppycock and Boulder Dash. That's just total fiction. No truth to it whatsoever.
Convention. So it can only be aimed for a particular agenda that we believe is being pursued by the American government, because there's no real basis at all to have a race-based refugee policy.
Now,
as you have said with regard...
Now, if Christiane Amanpour was an actual journalist instead of a talking head paid shill. If she was an actual journalist, her next question would have been, but the U.S. Embassy website indicates that this program is open to racial minorities in South Africa. What do you mean it's a race-based program? To which he could have said, well, it's mostly just white Afrikaners, to which that's a lie too. Just total lie. Gaslighting the world. But we have the receipts. We have the receipts. And the evil witch at YouTube is dead. So telling the truth doesn't get you censored anymore. Fellow colonizer. I'm not a colonizer. We took care of that a long time ago in this country. All right, so that's the first one. Let's get to the next one. This is Cyril Ramaphosa, but I've got to pull it from a different place because the sound was too low there. So I'm going to get you better sound. Oh, come on, hard drive. Why does it keep indexing? This is starting to get annoying when it does this. One particular file, it always wants to index when I take files out of it. Helen, what's going on? CR pounding chest at G20 like he matters. Yeah. We got a few of those things. Just waiting for this thing to come up now. There we go. Okay, so let's go. Ramaphosa. This one's the first one. This is cheeky.
South Africa.
Okay, let me. No, that's not what I want. I want the actual footage. I need the raw footage. Hang on a second. All right, I'll show you the bully one later on, but let's. Okay, here you go. This is Ramaphosa saying the U.S. will attend the G20. No, we're not. Either he was poorly informed or he just blatantly lied. If he's poorly informed, there should be some people getting sacked tonight, but I don't think anybody's getting sacked. So where in the heck is what I'm looking for? There it is. Okay, there we go. All right, so Ramaphosa today. See him laughing like a smartass?
We have received notice from the United States, a notice which we are still in discussions with them over, about a change of mind about participating in one shape, form or other in the summit. So the discussions are still ongoing. This comes really at the late hour before the summit begins. And so therefore...
You see him smirking, you hear the clown laughing that's near the microphone. The U.S. didn't change its mind. These people are just incapable of understanding diplomatic communications.
You need to engage in those types of discussions to see how practical it is and what it finally really means. In a way, we see this as a positive sign, very positive, because, as I've often said, boycott politics never work. It's always best.
Really? Didn't your party ask us to boycott South Africa and to sanction it? And aren't you part of the crowd that's calling for BDS, boycott the Israel, along with Hamas crowd? Aren't you saying boycott? Yeah, his body language says he's lying. You're right.
To be inside the tent than being outside of the tent. The tent is G20. All countries are here. And the United States being...
All countries are here, minus Russia, China, Mexico, Argentina, and the United States, and maybe Japan. I don't know if Japan's there or not.
Biggest economy in the world needs to be here. So it's pleasing to hear that there is a change of approach, and so we are still discussing how that will manifest.
Yeah, that's just total poppycock. And every news organization in the world bought it. Nobody asked themselves for even a microsecond. Wait a second. So the U.S. is changing its mind on participating? Why? I guess nobody watched the CNN documentary. I think that's the problem. No one watched the CNN documentary, apparently. Because if they had, they would have known that Ronald Lamola called America white supremacist and Donald Trump a white supremacist on Donny O'Donnell's CNN documentary. Do you really think that after that undiplomatic, arrogant asshattery that took place on CNN on the 16th of November, that just 4 days later, the U.S. would decide to change their mind? Seriously? What kind of people are in media? I mean, if I made such an asinine projection to my boss in the military, I'd be fired like that. My boss would be like, what is this analysis? Did you ask a question? What would make them change their mind? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dogzilla, I think you're right. Nobody gives a crap about that CNN segment. But it doesn't matter. It was aired internationally. And it was intentional. And when you see the nonsense that comes out from CNN, Donny O'Donnell goes to a clinic where 1,000 transgender people supposedly no longer get services because Donald Trump is so mean. Cut off their PEPFAR money. I'm sorry, Donny O'Donnell. How much money has Ireland given to South Africa to fight HIV? We, over 22 years, gave $8.1 billion for a 5-year program, which carried on for 17 more years because of the generosity of our Congress and the American people. What did Ireland do? What did South Africa do? It didn't assume full responsibility for its pandemic. It left it to us while they stole billions of rand in the arms deal, the Vrede dairy farm scandal, the asbestos tenders, Zandile Gumeda's 168 counts of fraud, PPE scandal, Travelgate, Oilgate, the Tembisa Hospital. The list never frickin' ends. They stole all that money while we paid to keep South Africans alive. And it's Donald Trump's fault because the South African government is comprised of thieving bastards. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. Your crocodile tears blaming Trump for canceling PEPFAR money to South Africa is bullshit. And also, it's not even balanced because PEPFAR restored funding recently to South Africa. And Donny O'Donnell and CNN failed to mention that. Funny how that happened. By the way, they could have mentioned that because I know for a fact that that story was still being edited on Wednesday last week. Wednesday last week, they were still editing what was going to air Sunday. So they can't say, oh, this is late breaking news. That happened a month ago. Yes, I know about that, Dirk. That's why he's stepping on his crank. Now he won't hand over to junior official. That's going to be an insult. We were insulted. No, you insulted us, buddy. All right, so after Cyril Ramaphosa said that crap, this is what Carolyn Levitt had to say. Hang on. Here we go.
Explain because there is...
All right, so listen to Carolyn Levitt at the White House briefing after. Now, this came up at least 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago. Yet all the media sites, some publishing within the last 2 hours, are still saying that the U.S. is reconsidered when obviously they have not. All these media outlets are just frauds, man. Or they're stupid. Which is it? I don't know. You tell me. It's one or the other. But this is Carolyn Levitt this afternoon.
Explain because there is not a shift. The United States is not participating in official talks at the G20 in South Africa. I saw the South African president running his mouth a little bit against the United States and the president of the United States earlier today, and that language is not appreciated by the president or his team. The ambassador or the representative of the embassy in South Africa is simply there to recognize that the United States will be the host of the G20. They are receiving that send-off at the end of the event. They are not there to participate in official talks, despite what the South African president is falsely claiming.
Falsely claiming, running his mouth. And here's the thing. Now they say they're not going to accept the U.S. representative. But here's the problem with that, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the problem with that. That is a violation of the Vienna Convention. The Vienna Convention, when you do not have an ambassador present, you have a chargé d'affaires, an official accredited with the host nation with the ability to represent the country. The United States country can be represented by the chargé d'affaires. The arrogance of the ANC in denying to accept that official is a breach of diplomatic protocol of the highest order, They're going to act like, well, this is just, a junior official. No, this is the personal representative of the United States of America in Pretoria. You want to play those games? Do you think your representative in your embassy in South Africa will ever approach Pennsylvania Avenue again? Oh, friends and family only Friday are coming your way in a matter of hours. Wait till the White House digest all this crap coming out of South Africa. Ooh, it is not going to be a pretty Friday, folks. It is not going to be a pretty Friday. No. Friends and family only Friday is coming hard and fast. This is insanity. Absolute insanity. Wow. So while we were broadcasting earlier in the news, that story came up. While we were in the interview with Lily Fun de Place, Mad Max gave a link to Caroline Levitt. So that occurred like 1 o'clock, I think it was. And that's where she denied this was happening. So when I put my video up an hour prior to that, I questioned, I said, this doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How in the world? And then I actually went and looked. But none of these journalists went to the Secretary of State's Twitter account, the State Department's Twitter account, to the U.S. Embassy's Twitter account, to the U.S. Embassy website, to President Trump's Truth Social, or to the White House. I went to all those sites in the middle of doing 3 live broadcasts and making multiple videos. Yet they have entire staffs sitting in Joburg, sitting in New York, sitting in D.C., paid a fortune. And they all got suckered. They all got hoodwinked. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The New York Times, the Washington Post, all of them. Well, I don't know if the Post, I got to get double checking the Post, but I know the New York Times, I'll show you that. That's right. And I did it in real time, Xavier, while I was doing 3 other things. Doing multiple things, multitasking. They have entire news bureaus at their disposal with billions of dollars of money. News 24, Media 24 is $1 billion+ empire owned by Koos Becker. And they can't even be bothered to make simple and analytical questions. Now, on the Daily Maverick, there's a story and it runs this bullshit, but at the end it puts a paragraph and has a link to the video where Karen Levitt disputes it. But that was added after the fact. That's clearly not something that the author actually addressed because it doesn't make any sense in the story. Fake news. He was not running his mouth a little bit. He constantly runs his mouth. Yeah, no. Karine Jean-Pierre, America's favorite Haitian lesbian. Yep. Oh, yeah. This story here is perfect. Let's just go to it. Let's just get. Well, I want to show you what Ramaphosa had to say earlier today. That's that one when he's like, we won't be bullied. Oh, that was comical too. Let me find that one. Where's the "we won't be bullied" comment? Let me here somewhere. There it is. Okay, I've got to jump ahead a little bit here so I don't get... Talks are going to seem to confident moving towards a declaration. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this is earlier today. This is Ramaphosa. He's all chuckling, coming out of a meeting there, and he says, and the reporter asks this stupid question. This is a provocative question. Instead of asking a real question, he asks a stupid question. Oh, will you be bullied? What kind of question is that? And Ramaphosa missed his gold moment. Ramaphosa had a chance to be diplomatic. He had a chance to set the record straight. When the reporter says, you will be bullied, he said, bullied. This is what he should have said. Bullied. Who's bullying us? Nobody's bullying South Africa. We have a difference of opinion with the United States. What are you talking about? There's nobody bullying us. That would have been the correct answer. But no, that's beyond his capacity to perform. Cannot pull that one off. Can't pull that one off. That's what he should have said. That's what he should have said.
The I's and crossing the T's.
Without the United States.
Well, without the United States, the whole process of the G20 is moving forward.
You will not be bullied.
We will not be bullied. We will not agree to be bullied. Thank you.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. We will not be bullied. So, I mean, that's not journalism. That's what is that? You will not be bullied. That's not even a question. It was a statement. They are the bullies. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, now Lady Pondor has had her visa revoked. I don't think that's a contest we should start getting into, revoking visas. But that was coming for a long time. She has been a provocateur. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stories that are still up on web pages. And I've saved screenshots 10 hours after they're in the stories. Some were run later. So here we go with the first one. Here we go, folks. Ready? Here you go. U.S. wants to join the G20 summit and the boycott, according to South Africa. This came from the French press agencies, but Eyewitness News reported. Yeah. An 11th hour turnabout, the United States has told South Africa wants to take part in this weekend summit. No. The New York Times, who published this at 5:28 Eastern Standard Time, 4 hours after Caroline Levitt denied that it was true. 4 hours after the White House officially said that Ramaphosa is smoking his socks, the New York Times lies. United States and South Africa got into a test exchange Thursday, the Group of 20 summit in Johannesburg this weekend. South Africa's president said Thursday the United States had asked to participate, contradicting Trump's earlier suggestion America had planned to boycott. So there's Mark Dillard. But look at that. Oh, this has changed already. Whoa. That's not the story that was up earlier. Whoa, the New York Times, that's not the story I saw from New York Times. Did they already change it? Hang on a second here. Okay, maybe I'm wrong here. I'll have to apologize to the New York Times, but that is not what I saw earlier. Where is that at? I can't find it now. All right, well, I have to apologize to the New York Times. I got that wrong. Wow. Okay, they got it correct. White House says president's running his mouth. Yep. Okay, well, there you go. My apologies. My apologies, New York Times. Amanda, what's up? The South African taxpayers are paying for it. 135 million rand to keep that thing up. No, the countries pay their own hotels and stuff like that. Yep. All right. Well, New York Times got it right. John Elligan got it right. All right. So here we go. Ramaphosa confirms U.S. U-turn. This is from the the Independent Line. Nope. So far, Eyewitness News got it wrong. Iowa got it wrong. Daily Maverick got it wrong. Business Day got it wrong. PBS in the U.S. got it wrong. Reuters got it wrong. The Hill got it wrong. The New York Times got it right. The New York Times, John Elligan got it right. Story written 4 hours after the fact. Oh, and here's News 24. Let's not forget Cockprot 24. They also got it wrong. They got it wrong. And here, at least Business Tech runs a reasonable article that there's a battle erupting between them rather than saying the U.S. had changed its position. Yep. Thursday, Ron Post said his government received notice the U.S. had a change of mind. Yep. This one doesn't talk about Carolyn Levitt, but at least it's balanced. Business Tech got an actual news story there. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable what these news organizations do. Hours. You leave these stories up and you don't even cover the news. It was look, I mean, the story, that means she did it at 1:30. That means it's 8:30 South African time. And none of these people know to change that story. Sideshow will dominate some. It must be seriously awkward. Yeah, I'm with you there, Dirk Kutsia. Yep. Yeah, kudos to New York Times, John Elligan, Mace. That's right. He got it right. Yep. In fact, let me send him a note. Why am I not finding his thing? I know I got him. Hang on a second here. New York Times got it right. Huh. Why is it not there? I have his number. Maybe it's just an email. Hang on a second here. That's why I need to do this. Huh. Why am I not showing that? That's odd. Maybe it's one other place here. Let me look and see. Why am I not finding him here? Huh. How did I communicate with that guy? I know I communicated with him. Huh. That's really weird. Very strange. Interesting. Huh. I don't understand that. That's weird. Anyway, I have to find that later on, but I want to compliment on that. Wow. Media got it wrong on purpose. Shows where their support lies. Exactly. They got it wrong. $2, Courtney. Yeah, a number of people have told me, sent me notes they weren't notified of this broadcast. It was posted on time. Thank you for being there, Courtney. You missed all the fun so far. Welcome to now. The show has been caught spreading false. Well, he's been caught many, many times, Strongboy, but now they you know, I mean, standing up there laughing about the United States coming to the summit, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. Yes, this summit's going to accomplish nothing. Yeah, and you're right. Nobody wants to be seen either side of this. Wow. Huh. I know how. Let me go back. When did I host that? That would be in June or something like that. I could look in Zoom and see my calendar. It was June or July, wasn't it? Golly Creel. Here's to Sonia. Huh. Very strange. Very weird. Very strange. Anyway, I can't find what I'm looking for. Don't worry about typing. Just relax and listen. Refusing to hand over time that arrogant comment. U.S. must have come to South to fetch it. Man alive, that's just not right. Yep, I agree with you. Token African representative Nigeria needs to have already questioned why South Africa was in the G20. Yep. Don't worry about typing. Stop trying to type. Okay. Oh, they're definitely poking the bear. Yeah, that's going to cost Ramaphosa dearly. Going to cost him dearly. No, I think if anything, it'll probably accelerate the refugee program. I think it'll just accelerate things. I still understand why I can't find that guy. That's weird. Very weird. Anyway. Unbelievable. That's just shocking. Shocking. Well, and on top of that, Ramaphosa took a dig at the U.S. and Scott Bessent over the G100 comment. President Ramaphosa has defended inviting extra countries and groups to the G20. He joked that when critics said the summit had become G100, response was it was actually the G1,000,000. Huh. Elsewhere in the world, we've been branded as convening the G100. My retort is we haven't convened the G100, we've convened the G1,000,000. You haven't convened anything. Ramaphosa called for more deliberate and decisive action to reduce the sovereign debt of African countries. According to the World Bank, debt servicing costs for 2023 sub-Saharan Africa were $51 billion. Many African countries are unable to invest in their people, their infrastructure, and productivity because of the cost of servicing debt. Ask yourself this question, Ramaphosa. How did that debt come about? Because these countries borrowed the money and supposedly used it for that, and they didn't use it for that. So we should just forgive the debt? See, this cup in hand beggar mentality of African heads of state is really getting obnoxious. We've already done this game. HIPC, heavily indebted poor countries in the mid-1990s, forgave billions of dollars of debt from Ghana, from Mozambique, from other countries. Then enhanced HIPC, relieved even more debt. And then we had another round, didn't even have a name, relieving the debt, forgiving the debt. This beggar nonsense started as soon as COVID kicked off. Before any impacts of COVID even hit any African countries. We need debt relief. 70, no, it wasn't 70. It was 17 finance ministers from Africa at the AU. Oh, we need debt relief. We're like, the U.S. had just shut down. What do we need debt relief for? For what? Exactly. Why did they borrow in the first place? And they want debt relief? South Africa just borrowed $1.4 billion more from the IMF a couple weeks ago. And here they are begging for more. This is rich. As we become democracies, particularly in the global south, we are fed the message that you need to have rule of law, you need to embrace values, you need to have good governance. But in recent times, we've seen how those who are trying to teach us those laws and those values are the very ones who are violating all these values, who are destroying all these values. Our sovereignty needs to be respected. We sit around the table as equals, having the same share of knowledge, same share of capacity with anyone. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. Need I show the video of Ronald Amola lying again? Either lying or he's very dumb. Which is it? Is he that stupid? The U.S. Embassy website clearly has said, it doesn't take but a moment to go there and look at it. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. These people are just insane. Insane. And finally, the United States has revoked the visa of Naledi Pandor. She confirmed to Eyewitness News that she was informed in an email from the U.S. consulate this week. Former International Relations Minister and Chairperson of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, Naledi Pandor, has had her United States visa revoked. Pandor confirmed to Eyewitness News that she was informed of the decision in an email from the United States consulate. She was in the States this week, I should say. After retiring from active politics last year, she stuck her nose in everything she could. She was granted a multiple entry visa for short-term stays in the United States. In July, she delivered a keynote address to the UN. She said, I have no understanding why my visa has been revoked. There's no explanation. According to the section mentioned in the email, no reason needs to be provided. That's true. That's true. But Naledi Pandor held a telephone call with Hamas congratulating them, a congratulatory call hours, days, short moments after they murdered 1,200 innocent civilians and a couple hundred were military, murdered them, butchered, raped, executed, cut the hands off of, kidnapped 250 people. USCIS has been doing continuous vetting all along, Philip. They've been doing it all along. Yeah, so she congratulated them. The fact that she wasn't barred then was only because she was still a state official. This was always in the cards for her. When she had a diplomatic passport, she got away with a lot of stuff she shouldn't have got away with. The U.S. government was very lenient. Again, all this nonsense about the U.S. attacking South Africa, if they were attacking South Africa, Naledi Pandor would have been PNG'd when she was in America as a diplomat. But that never happened. Never happened. Yep, threw babies in ovens. Raped women and then shot them in the head after they raped them. Dragged their bodies all over the place. She trashed the U.S., so what does she want to do? Exactly, she's trashing the U.S. It isn't like she's just trashing a political party. She trashes America. Yep. Yep, in her social media posts too. Yep. Yep. Meanwhile, here in the States, Jazzy Hands Crockett, the gal from Texas, little Jazzy Crockett. More stupid people. She attacked Lee Zeldin, claiming that he got a donation from Jeffrey Epstein. Do you see how the Democrats are so stupid? So she's attacked Lee Zeldin. Lee Zeldin took money from Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, yes, he did. It's true, folks. Lee Zeldin took money from Jeffrey Epstein, the physician, years after Jeffrey Epstein, the pedo, was dead. But Jazzy Crockett attacked Lee Zeldin. He should sue her for slander. Sue her for slander. Zeldin and McCain hammer Crockett on Epstein donation claim. Unlike Republicans, at least I don't go out and tell lies. Oh, you do tell lies, Jazzy. You told a lie.
Folks who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly.
Oh, yeah. Tell it, sister.
Romney, the NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Win Red, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio. I just want to be clear. If this is the standard that we're going to make, just know we're going to expose it all. And just know that the FEC filings, they are available for everybody to review.
Oh, they're available for people to view, but if you dumb as a box of rocks, you won't understand them there, baby. Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If you dumb as a box of rocks, it don't matter what the report says because you're too stupid to read it. You're too stupid to understand it. And you know what the excuse was? Well, there ain't no pictures there. We ain't got no pictures. How am I supposed to know it was the wrong Jeff Epstein? It wasn't no pictures. Oh, come on, it's not my fault. My team, they're a bunch of people graduated 5th grade. It ain't their fault. Come on, man. Come on, let me put my Mac on now. Let me put my Mac on. Get these nails done here. Yeah. Oh, look at all these Republicans took money from Jeffrey Epstein. Lee Zeldin did take money from Jeffrey Epstein, the medical practitioner, not the pedo who'd been dead for a couple years. Wow. Wow. Professor G had a video about what? About what, expat family? U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Lee Zeldin clapped back after House embarrassment Jasmine Crockett said that he and others had taken money from someone by the name of Jeffrey Epstein. He took social media again after Crockett defended her comments and claimed she was not seeking to mislead anyone. Zeldin began his Wednesday post on Twitter with exploding head emoji and then declared, when you find yourself in a hole, it's best to stop digging. Yep. Public FEC, Federal Elections Commission report Crockett referenced in the House floor very clearly states that Jeffrey Epstein, who donated to my past campaign, was a physician, and the donation date was well after, drumroll, another drum emoji, Jeffrey Epstein was already dead. 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 The dust-up originated because Lazy Crockett, during remarks on Tuesday, listed the figures and entities she said had taken money from somebody with the name Jeffrey Epstein, noting that she had her team dig it very quickly. She ran through the following list: Mitt Romney, NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Winred, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio. Zeldin fired back on X, pointing out that the donation was not from the notorious Jeffrey Epstein, but from a completely different individual. Yes, Crockett, a physician named Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, totally different person than the other Jeffrey Epstein, donated to a prior campaign of mine. No freaking relation, you genius. Meghan McCain, the daughter of the late Republican senator in 2008 presidential nominee, also fired back. She said, my dad has been dead for 7 years. He never met Jeffrey Epstein, let alone took money from him. The Jeffrey Epstein you're referring to is an entirely different human being. You have mashed potatoes for brains, you absolute joke. Mashed potatoes for brains. Hello, I'm Jazzy Crockett. I got mashed potatoes for brains. Oh, yes. Asylum. Thank you, expat family. You're right. Epstein thing was, I did a video on it too. Go watch my short, man. Don't be sending people away from my channel. Epstein thing was spiral control. Everyone and their mother was connected in some way to the guy. Exactly. Thank you, border refugee. So when CNN's Caitlin Collins confronted Crockett on Wednesday about Zeldin's Tuesday post that pushed back against the notion that he had accepted a donation from a late convicted sex offender, the Texas Democrat said she never said that it was Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, she did. She did. So number one, I made it clear that it was a Jeffrey Epstein. What? So she's admitting, these are comments, she's admitting she explicitly meant to deceive people into believing Zeldin McCain received donations from the Epstein when she knew they hadn't. That's defamation even when you're talking about public officials with a standard is higher to clear. 100% slander, defamation. She can't get away with that. Yep. I think she said she did not mean to deceive people because she said she never said it was a pedophile. Please. Please. The speech and debate clause of the Constitution prevents people from suing her for what she said on the House floor. Actually, no, she can be dealt with there. Yep. Crockett is the gift that keeps on giving. Please keep putting cameras and microphones in front of her. The most creative political ad writers in history can't match her. Why would she mention a Jeffrey Epstein to begin with? Who voted for this moron? Actually, Crockett's a source of entertainment and irrelevant. Oh, my goodness. Oh my gosh. Trump calls the Democrats' behavior on the telling troops to disobey orders is seditious. It is. It's sedition. They're fomenting sedition. This is really bad. The dangers to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up. Yeah. 6 lawmakers, all of whom would serve the military intelligence community, called Trump's remarks dangerous and said they amounted to threats against elected officials. No, the video is by Democrats, Michigan Senator Elisa Slotkin, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, Representative Chris DeLuzio, Pennsylvania, Maggie Goldenlander of New Hampshire, Christy Houlihan of Pennsylvania, and Jason Crow of Colorado. Yeah, well, they're all seditious bastards, and they all need to be censured and removed from office. Yep, and they should be investigated for possible attempts at sedition and trying to subvert the military. Yep. Yes, of course, there are many Jeffrey Epsteins. I feel bad for them. Yep. The Trump plan to end the Ukraine war will give the Donbass to Russia. What did I tell you, guys? What did I tell you? The only way this thing ends is if Russia gets the Donbass and possibly even the eastern third of Ukraine. But at this point, Russia hasn't achieved enough to actually demand the eastern third. But the Donbass is theirs. They're not letting it go. Trump recognizes that. Ukraine never should have poked the bear. Should have just behaved instead of being an ass. But of course, that's beyond the capability, intellectual capability of Vladimir the Grifter Zelensky, who poked the bear and caused this problem. Now, that doesn't justify Russia's demands. I'm just saying that he wasn't very smart. A judge has awarded an end to the Trump troop deployment to D.C., calling it unlawful. Well, that judge is an idiot. A federal judge Thursday ordered an end to the months-long National Guard deployment, declaring that use of troops is unlawful. In the latest legal resistance against President Trump's troop deployments to American cities, it means to suppress protests, combat crime, or safeguard federal buildings, personnel, including ICE agents. U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb, appointed by Joe Biden, sided with District Attorney General Brian Schwab, who argued the president undermined the city's autonomy, threatening public safety by stirring tensions between local residents and law enforcement. The court finds the district's use of sovereign powers within the jurisdictions irreparably harmed. Well, the problem is that D.C. isn't sovereign. This judge is a moron. D.C. is not sovereign. D.C. belongs to the federal government. It's the District of Columbia, not the state of Columbia, not the Commonwealth of Columbia. It is the District of Columbia, federal property, bought and paid for, donated by the state of Maryland. The District of Columbia is federal property. Congress has oversight over administering it. The executive branch has control. The mayor has no say. Limited autonomy. They are not doing anything to harm the city. I don't know what happened to Epstein. His offing was very odd. We'll say that. Yeah, so another idiot judge. Well, the Department of Justice says that Comey indictment was actually reviewed by a full grand jury. In reversal for what the Department of Justice represented in court in written filings Wednesday, federal prosecutors said Thursday the full grand jury reviewed the indictment. U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan, who brought the charges, testified Wednesday that the grand jury that indicted Comey voted to indict him on 2 of the 3 counts submitted in the original indictment. But the final revised indictment reflecting the 2 counts Comey was ultimately charged with was not reviewed by the full grand jury, only by a jury of 4-person and the other grand jury. Comey's attorney, Michael Drameen, argued Wednesday that the issue with the grand jury indictment clearly required the judge to throw out the case. No, it doesn't. In fact, this is the wrong case to be pursuing. James Comey should be prosecuted for subversion and violation of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. He suborned perjury. He lied to a FISA court by signing requests for warrants to wiretap Carter Page and, of course, Michael Flynn. There was no predicate, no legitimate predicate to get a wiretap on these people. In fact, Carter Page was a source for the CIA, providing intelligence of vital national security value to the U.S. government. And James Comey and his lot failed to tell the judge that he was a source for the United States. They simply lied, omitting that. An act of omission is an act of commission. This was an active commission. This was a lie. This was a fraud perpetrated on the American people, on Carter Page, on Michael Flynn, and on the Trump campaign. That is the charge that should be prosecuted, not this contempt of Congress. Who cares? Congress is contemptible. I don't care about contempt of Congress. Who cares? They are contemptible reprobates, almost all of them. The crime committed here was fraud. We have a Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act because of intelligence agency abuses in the 1960s and early 1970s. The Church Committee is what led to this situation and this law. Comey and the FBI intentionally violated federal law to get around the Constitution. He should be in prison where he belongs. Trump Mondani, I don't think that meeting took place. It's supposed to take place, but I don't know when. Yep, 138 likes. Thank you for that. A little bit of super chat revenue. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I don't know what to tell you guys, but that's just plain crazy. Just plain crazy. It just doesn't make any sense. I'll check again. I cannot find it. It's gone. Interesting. Hello, legal alien. Never realized just how bad Trump derangement syndrome was until they started watching mainstream media here, and there was actually disturbing to say the least. It is, William Wheeler. It's absolutely disturbing. Look, and you know, it's funny because then people say, you're a MAGA guy. I'm not a MAGA guy. I'm an American conservative. We were here before MAGA. We were here before the Tea Party, and we'll be here after them. But I love the Tea Party for the most part. But the MAGA movement, mostly like it. But we were here first, and we'll be here after. This isn't a MAGA issue. This is truth and justice issue. Sue Ben 3, what's going up? Kamala may run for president? No, he can never be president. Just like Schwarzenegger can never be president. Nope, they'd have to have a constitutional amendment. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen, Dirk. Impossible. Nope. Wow, just watched all Colonel's vids recently uploaded about the U.S. mooring Southern government. Best news I saw in a long time. Hey, JJ Pretorius. Yeah, I was definitely a busy beaver, wasn't I? You know, oh my gosh, folks. See how many videos I did today? I've got another one getting uploaded now. I actually need to start uploading it. Let me upload it now, and so it can check it while we're here. But yeah, I've done, oh gosh. Yeah, it's uploading now, so there it goes. Yeah, but I mean, my goodness, I did so many videos today. It was, I mean, I couldn't get anything done. I had things to do, and I couldn't get out of here. Every time I started to get out of here, another story began to break, and I had to cover it. So let's see. Today I had the Transforming the Global Trade Agenda, B20 Business Summit. I didn't think that would do well. It didn't. It did about 10,000. G20 drama is how that makes a bold move. Okay, that one got 25,000. Then Trump's surprising G20 reunion, which wasn't going to happen. I questioned it. That was 25,000. Carolyn Levitt exposes Ramaphosa's false claims. Then Ronald Lamola telling Christian Amanpour about U.S. And then Trump revoked Naledi Pandor's visa. So that's on the 20th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then another one's uploading 7. Plus I did 4 live streams today. And in between, I went to the Veterans Organization from 3:30 until 9 o'clock. I was at the Veterans Organization. 5.5 hours, the Veterans Organization, plus an hour, and then an hour and a half, 2.5, then 2 more hours, 4.5 hours of broadcasting. Now I've been on for another hour. It's 5.5 hours of broadcasting, 5.5 hours to the Veterans Organization, and I made 7 videos today. Yeah. Yeah, Chugsy, but that's not the point. That's not the point. No, you're missing the point entirely. That is known by every service member. There's no reason for members of Congress to point out the oath. There's no reason. They're implying that President Trump is giving unlawful orders, and they're trying to foment insurrection by confusing service members. There's no basis, no right of Congress to interfere in the execution of the military. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. We all know that you can only follow lawful orders. In fact, that's the oath. I've taken the oath as an enlisted soldier. That is the oath. You are charged to uphold the lawful orders of those appointed above you. Lawful orders. That's why Lieutenant Calley was guilty in My Lai of killing those civilians. He said, well, I was given an order from above. Well, that doesn't work. That's what the Nazis said. It doesn't work. No. But you're missing the point entirely by sharing that information. That's known by everybody. Members of Congress and openly coming out and saying that these people have an obligation to ignore the president's orders. Of course, they stuck illegal in there to try to equivocate. But the bottom line is they're fomenting sedition. They're fomenting sedition. They're fomenting sedition. Sorry I kept you up late there, Natasha, but it was important news to get to. People had to know about it. That's what I would do. Just crazy. Trying to restate my interview. I don't know what's going on, Charles. Good morning, Cindy. Conrad Hedenhuis, welcome to you. May says, wowza. What's the wowza for? Yep, and I'm uploading that one now, so let me see where it's at. Oh, no issues found with it. I gotta go somewhere else here, so I need to get something. There it is. That's what I want right here. Huh. Okay, South Africa media, Trump, G20, USA. Okay. Let's see what it comes up with. I like this YouTube title generator. It's pretty good. Huh, none of those work. Falsehood. Okay, let's see. Try that one now. Post a colossal misstep. We'll try that and see if that works. It looks like a good one. All right, where are we at here? Everything goes well. Charles, I saw an article published an hour ago on News 24 saying Ramaphosa won't hand over to a junior official. Yeah, no, I actually covered that yesterday. I posted that on my Twitter account and shared it with a number of people. Yeah, that's what they said. But this is and I said that early in the program here, JJ Pretorius, this is a clear violation of the Vienna Conventions. The charge d'affaires is a person who fills the role acting for an ambassador plenipotentiary. Extraordinary plenipotentiary, and there is no ambassador there. Therefore, we have a charge d'affaires. South Africa is obliged to accept them as a representative of the President of the United States. And by snubbing our charge d'affaires, South Africa is snubbing the United States. This is a diplomatic slight of the highest order, and South Africa's government is too stupid to realize that. Too stupid to realize it. Yep, they really are that stupid. Yep. Unbelievable, folks. It's absolutely unbelievable. Crazy stuff. Yep. So Ramaphosa, G20, Trump, media, News 24, Daily Maverick, Eyewitness News. IOL. There we go. Get them all in there. And that would be world news. It would be facts, breaking news. What else? U.S. news, United States. There we go. Recording date is 20th. Oh, it's 20th. And there we go. Creative Commons. We want to put don't allow that news. Okay. I just need a video here. All right, I think I got it now. Well, G210, that's not what I want. It sounds like a car. Ramaphosa's false story about U.S. tenants. It's not even Friday yet in the U.S., and then usually when Trump dishes out, yes, oh, yeah, he's going to have a lot to say on Friday after he digests what happened. I see this baton handing over thing as a watershed for the G20. Who will support U.S. and who will support Cyril? Do you really think that these countries are going to support Cyril Ramaphosa? That's just, they may just be quiet, not say anything, but that's not going to be smart. That is not smart. What happened here? Did not build it? Oh, there we go. Okay, you guys tell me which one. You guys are going to get to participate here in which ones you think I should go with, okay? So here are the options, okay? Okay, you guys tell me which one you think is good. I think this is a good one here. So these are my 3 options for the thumbnails that come with. G20 South Africa lie. I like that one. That one's good. Then we got this one here, refugee program lie. It's not refugee program, so that's not a real one. False claims exposed. I don't like that because I already used hammer. I like this one, G20 lie. I think that's one I'm going to go with. G20 South Africa lie. Let's go with that one. That's the one I like. Yeah, the G20 lie is the best one. Yeah, I think we got it covered here. I think that'll do it. Let's go ahead and post it. And we'll monetize it. Monetize. So you guys get to play a role here in the content selection. Well done, team. I now have an editing team here, a team of 208 right now. So thank you for that. No issues found, and we'll go public with that. All right, cool. Let's see how it does. One speaks volumes. It does. It does. Naledi Pandor. Naledi Pandor. Pandor. Sandra Yonk, what's going on? Helen Heinrich Havanga. Hey, Heinrich, how you doing, man? What's the word, brother? What are you guys up to? What's going on tonight? Channel content, live streaming. That's what I want. Okay, here we go. All right. You guys are good, man. So I got to find where John Elligan went. That's really weird. I was in touch with him. Strange. But I cannot find him now. So crazy stuff. Just normal day in South Africa. No, somebody sent me a black picture. Just another day. Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, what a crazy day. I mean, man, this is one of my busier days. I mean, I had busy days when I was in South Africa doing good news stories and some bad news stories, but, 7 videos in one day, 7 prepared videos. On top of the 7 prepared videos, I'm also got 4 live broadcasts for 5.5 hours. This is crazy. Crazy. Patsy Cline. Crazy. What a great song. A crazy song. Kathy Price sent me some audio. I wonder what that is. Okay, why is this? There we go. It's not coming up. Where's Kathy Price? I just saw it. Kathy sent me some audio. Hello, Mr. Busy Colonel. G20 tunes. Okay, let's listen to this. Nice. Let's have it slow.
From oceans wide to mountain high, 20 voices are not gonna lift the sky. Each with rhythm, each with song.
Fonz wants me not to win that money.
Yet broken hearts cannot sing along.
The rising sun a guiding flame, yet leaders play a hollow game. Music echoes strong and clear, but bridges fade when hearts are cold.
From Cape Parades the voices sing, Ubuntu shines, the joy they bring, the bands resound, marimbas brands, Durban sways and rickshaw rides, horizons stretch from sea.
Whoops. Oh, stop. I'm sorry. I didn't realize when I minimized
Speaks
it.
with sudden might, guiding progress through.
Okay, I don't really care for that one that much. Hang on a second. I'm going to send something to somebody else. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay, that one I don't like. Sorry, Kathy. That one's not my cup of tea. It's a little too sucky music there for me. Let me go find where she's at again. Here's the second one. Oh, I minimized it. Sorry.
From oceans wide to mountain high, 20 voices are not gonna lift the sky. Each with rhythm, each with song, yet broken hearts cannot sing along. Rising sun, a a guiding flame, yet leaders play a hollow game. Music echoes strong and clear, but bridges fade when hearts are cold. From Cape parades the voices sing, Ubuntu shines the joy they bring. The bands resound, marimbas prance, Durban sways in rickshaw dance. Horizons stretch from sea to sea, a boundless land of liberty, yet weather speaks with...
That's kind of 70s sign. It's a little slow for me. All right, cool. We chased a few people away. We usually do it with music. When we start playing music, people leave. Good evening, Rolf Scappers. And what else we got there? Joined late. What happened at this 11th hour decision? They claim the U.S. attending. Oh, you were way behind, Shirley Dewhurst. Go back and watch my videos. I got 7 videos today. I just published the most recent one moments ago. Yeah, 7 videos out there. Yep. So... yeah, so there is no 11th hour thing. That's just nonsense. The South Africans seem to be incapable, the government, of understanding diplomatic communications. The U.S. government communicated that they would send the charge d'affaires to accept the handover after the conference was over. And Ramaphosa's team either is not very bright or Ramaphosa intentionally lied. I don't know which it is. But he went and told the world while laughing and trying to make fun of the United States in front of an audience with the European Union that the United States has asked to come in at the 11th hour. We're going to have to make some arrangements and adjustings for them. And then Carolyn Levitt said, nope, nope, nope. And she hit on him hard. She won't be popular in South Africa. Well, she will be popular in South Africa, but not with the government of South Africa. That's for darn sure. Nope, nope. It's not a pretty situation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I had to make sure I had full coverage of that. Please don't publish video while I'm here. You can watch it afterwards. You don't have to watch it right away. Just hoping for contact. Okay. People always write more, and I think it's more than me more. Yeah, it reminds me of the Carpenters. A little too slow. All right, so let's do a reset on this stream. Cyril's Big Blunder. Take 2. Next, they big things are going to claim they have a U.S. trade deal. Oh, yes, of course. We're on the verge of a trade deal. And I have, we've given a permanent red card to Ronnie Lamola for his story about the U.S. having a race-based refugee program. That's a red card for him. Yeah, let's watch Carolyn Levitt again, folks. For those who tuned in late, we'll play Carolyn Levitt here. So I need to go to output. There we go. Oh, come on. You just indexed this damn directory a little while ago. Stupid computer's acting up. And now it wants another. You know, Microsoft said there'll be no more updates, but every time I turn around, there's another update for Windows. And the last one fixed the problems I was having. Good evening, folks. What? That's not what I want. That's the one I just published. Come on, get with the program here. Here we go, Levitt. Here's Levitt.
Explain because there is not a...
So this is her response at a press conference about, you know, Ramaphosa's comment that the U.S. had backtracked. We didn't backtrack. Nope. Here we go.
Explain because there is not a shift. The United States is not participating in official talks at the G20 in South Africa. I saw the South African president running his mouth a little bit against the United States and the president of the United States earlier today, and that language is not appreciated by the president or his team. The ambassador or the representative of the embassy in South Africa is simply there to recognize that the United States will be the host of the G20. They are receiving that send-off at the end of the event. They are not there to participate in official talks, despite what the South African president is falsely claiming.
Falsely claiming. Ooh, running his mouth. Not good, folks. Not good. That language is not appreciated. Yet, listen, last 2 words. Falsely stated. Yep. Yep. Well, if they simply wanted to come to the USA, then they're not refugees. They committed fraud in the system. You know, you can lose your refugee status if you commit fraud. So I hope for their sake, Dogzilla, they did not participate in the refugee program and commit fraud by lying about persecution, because if they're found out, they'll be sent back to South Africa. They'll be sent back to South Africa. Oh, that's very strong language from the White House. But here's what gets me, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are here watching the news program, this came up. I think Mad Max alerted us to it, or maybe I saw it beforehand. We went and looked at the video and saw Ramaphosa say that, that this was happening. I'm like, wait a second. After Riley the Mullet just called Trump a white supremacist on CNN, a global broadcast on Sunday, and Trump is going to change his position on Thursday and send people after all, just a day before the summit begins. That doesn't pass a common sense test. So what did I do? You guys saw it. You were here. I went into, because I think it was Mad Max showed me that. I went live straight away into the Twitter account for Secretary of State Rubio. I went to the Twitter account for the Department of State. I went to the Twitter account for the U.S. Embassy in South Africa. I went to the U.S. Embassy website. I went to the White House website, and I went to President Trump's Truth Social. Not one mention of it. There's no way that the South African government would have broke that story if the U.S. government had not officially announced it, if it was true. And I questioned it. Unlike IOL, Daily Maverick, News 24, Eyewitness News. Barbie says we can't keep up with you. Yep. That's right. And I said it couldn't possibly be true. It doesn't pass the common sense test. And that's what my video said. Now the title looks, it's told the truth. The Ramaphosa said they're coming back, but then I questioned the video. Yep. No, what Ramaphosa said isn't libel. What jazzy. So slander is when someone says something. Libel is when they publish it. It used to be in print, but now it can be also in other places libel. But it's not libel if you're saying somebody did something in that context. No. Yeah, get ready for Friends and Family Only Friday. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. Just when he thought he couldn't do more harm to our country, opened his big mouth. What a shameful person. Yep. That's crazy, folks. Crazy. Well, she called him a liar to his face on the world stage. I just had an idea for another video, but then it slipped out of my mind here. Yep. Watch your lady video at 1 p.m. Making my yesterday 22 hours long. And 3 hours later, I'm here. Sorry about that, Xavier. But I'm not making the news. I'm not generating the news cycle. I'm just last video, you got you. I'm just analyzing the news as it comes out. I'm not even do forward-thinking videos, which I typically do. There simply isn't time for me to make that. And here's the interesting thing: if the government hadn't shut down, I would be doing consulting at the War College right now until tomorrow. Tomorrow would be the last day, and I would have missed all of this. I would have missed all of it. I mean, I would have seen it, but I wouldn't have been able to do 7 videos and 4 live streams. The idea that lies are being normalized while righteousness is made to look strange or weird. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Madeline, what's going on? All right, yeah, no, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, guys. I mean, it's remember the words of Neil de Beer. When I asked Neil, something I'll never forget, when he was dying of cancer, and I saw him in Gordons Bay at the hotel. Is it Crystal Beach or whatever it's called? And we had a coffee. He was looking a little haggard, but he was cheerful and smiling and so happy to see me. And I asked Neil, I said, Neil, this is back in April. I said, Neil, I don't get it. They just keep poking Donald Trump. Do they not understand? Do they not get that if you attack Trump personally, if you attack America, he's going to come back at you? He hasn't yet, but he will at some point. I said, they're undermining the relationship almost daily. insulting America. Trump just doesn't know. He doesn't understand. Then they started attacking him outright. And then of course we had, Ibrahim Rasool calling him a white supremacist, leader of a global white supremacist. I said, do they not get it? I mean, is it intentional? Do they want to destroy the relationship with America? Or are they just that dumb? Are they that stupid? To which Neil looked at me and said, Chris, I know them. That's what I said. I said, Neil, you were in the ANC for years. You ran with these guys. You know about them. You know who they are. Chris, they're just that stupid. I'll never forget that. I will never forget that. Oh, God, rest in peace, Neil. Yeah. And yeah, when Parliament's in session like kindergarten. But so does the British Parliament's in session. Boerfunda M's, welcome to you for your subscription. Thank you. Yeah, they don't really warn you. Request you do something you can decide yourself. What's this? What are you talking about? I love that she called him out so that the world and the attendants, if that begging G20 will see him for what he really is. No one is applying because of money. We want equal opportunity, which lead to jobs. Yeah, Dirk, stop playing. He's just trolling you. Just leave it alone. Yep. No. See, it is about See, stop. Just stop communicating with. Immediately, Petros, welcome you. Thank you for joining us. He's just trolling you, man. If you just want a better life, then you're not a refugee. If you're denied economic opportunity, you're forced into poverty and starvation because you can't get a job because of your skin color, you're being persecuted. That's not wanting a better life. That's wanting to survive. Hey, Lynette Taylor, what's going on? You're welcome to rewatch later on if you like. Appreciate it. Yep. So I just published another video. Xavier's going to go watch that. Should we do a song tonight? Should we do a song? Yeah, that one's got 500 views already. Oh, and the trolls aren't up yet because I haven't got any dislikes. My goodness. Yeah. Proud liars, lying bunch of soulless bastards, no conscience, is a blatant liar and thief. Look at this devious smile. Do you see how easy it is for them to lie? Yeah. Madeline wants a song. Okay, a song. So what should we do? Okay, let me go to Gemini and write some lyrics for it. Okay, I want a good reggae beat. Let's do that. We'll do reggae tonight. Okay, Gemini. Please. Whoops. Stop that. Banana Pro. What's this? With strong. Okay, I got to start to it here. Let me see what else I'll put down. Okay. How are we doing? We still here? We lose everybody? All right. Now we still got folks. Good morning. Saw your Lily chat. She seems happy. Yeah, she's very happy. She's got a coat hanger in her mouth, man. Couldn't even notice I didn't pick up what Cyril said before his speech. Maybe I understood it wrong. What do you mean? Give him a song. Greek Colonel, when you can't take care of your family because of these laws, regulations, it's soul destroying. Yep. The foot and mouth is getting really bad. One of my correspondents in PE has been serving papers on a farm that fed... What? Bankrupt because... Yep. Yep. I don't doubt it. Let's see what happens, okay? Here we go. Upbeat reggae song titled Cyril's Big Blunder. Male vocals, strong horn, percussion. G20 something was about to begin when the ANC politician stepped in, okay? All right, and that's how it starts. Let's see what we get here. I don't want an image. This is not supposed to be an image. Well, it'd be great for the image. I can change one on my thing, but this is not what I wanted. I didn't want an image. Why is it doing an image here? Generating an image. Oh, well, we'll see what happens here. That is not what I asked for. Okay, there we go. It caught on. It's not generating image. Okay. All right. Cool beans. Let's see how this goes, man. All right. This is cool. Oh, yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Here we go, folks. Now we're going to go over to Suno, and we're going to have some fun with Suno. Stick around, folks. It's about to get lit up in here. Me soul on fire, singing hot, hot, hot. Create the song now. Let's see, man. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we're going to get the song now. We're going to get the song. Me soul on fire, singing hot, hot, hot. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wine. Okay. Saving those graphics from earlier. Okay. Or that one, get rid of that one. Whoa, that was actually my program. I got rid of the wrong thing there. All right, let's get back to that. I need to get to my studio now. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Doing the wrong thing there, man. Studio, that's what I want. There we go. Closed it. All right, we got a reggae song coming up. Let's hope it's a good one. I asked for a good horn section. Ooh, baby, baby. Okay, here we go. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Expect a significant increase in red meat prices. Yeah, oh yeah, because of all the foot and mouth and the Rift Valley fever. Yes, Charles, I covered that, and I did a video on it. See, you guys are missing my videos, man. I did a video on Lady Pandor having her visa revoked. In fact, that has not many views. That was the 6th video I did today, and that was 6,600 views. It's just now starting to take off. Yep, so here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, man! Serious times down in Johannesburg. Watch the fire now. Listen! The horns! Oh, yeah. The stage was set, the lights were low for the big G20 show. Leaders coming from across the sea to talk about the world economy. Johannesburg was dressed to impress, ready to clean up the global mess. But before the first gavel could sound, a different kind of noise started going around. Now everybody talking about Cyril's big blunder. He lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price when you're playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. The Guinean see politicians step up to the mic, spewing out words fire jump out. Insulting America, scream and shout. They're telling tall tales, they're telling the lies. Right there under the African skies, and the media catch it. They run with the ball, they amplify the noise until the whole thing fall off. Talking about Cyril's big blunder, he lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price when you're playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. Yeah. Watch the House of Cards.
This is
It's all
awesome.
in order.
This is lit.
Yeah.
This is
Blow it
based.
down. What a mess. I look at the president sitting up high. I see that little twinkle in his eye. He cracking that smile, that devious grin, while the diplomatic ice is getting very thin. You think the eagle gonna take that heat? Nah, sir, they won't take a seat. No Uncle Sam at your Josie party. You chase them away, you're acting too hearty. It's Cyril's big blunder, he lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down a bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price when you're playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. Yeah, yeah, they stay no way America now come to Johannesburg today. You set the house on fire, man, what kind of plan? Cyril, wipe that smile off your face. It's a disgrace. No, sir.
No, sir. Love the horns. Version 2. That one was lit.
Yeah, man.
Here it is, version 2.
Serious times down in Johannesburg. Watch the fire now. Listen the horns, yeah. Yeah. The stage was set, the lights were low.
Oh, this is good.
For the big G20 show. Leaders coming from across the sea to talk about the world economy. Johannesburg was dressed to impress, ready to clean up the global mess. But before the first gavel could sound, a different kind of noise started going around. Now everybody talking about Cyril's big blunder. He lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price when you playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. The Einstein politicians step up to the mic, spewing out words that nobody like. They open their mouths and the fire jump out, insulting America, scream and shout. They telling tall tales, they telling the lies. Right there under the African skies, and the media catch it. They run with the ball, they amplify the noise until the whole thing falls. Talking about Cyril's big blunder. He lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price when you're playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. Watch the House of Cards, it tumbling down.
I like the first one better. Sounds good, but the first one.
What a mess. What a mess. I look at the president sitting up high. I see that little twinkle in his eye. He cracking that smile, that devious grin, while the diplomatic ice is getting very thin. You think the eagle gonna take that heat? Nah, sir, blunder. He lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge 4 mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder. What a heavy price when you playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. Yeah, they staying away, America. Now come to Johannesburg today. You set your house on fire, man. What kind of plan? Cyril, wipe that smile off your face. It's a disgrace. No, sir.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, huh? You like that one? And then this is the one we had last night, Enough is Enough.
Sunrise over DC, coffee in my hand. Saw the headlines from a faraway land. South Africa's politicos
running their mouth again about America and me. Where does it all end? They're about a whole year of the same old tune.
name calling in tall tales beneath the African moon. Oh, it's more trash in the USA. I declare, while their own folks are struggling beyond all compare, pointing fingers outward, ignoring what's inside. For Afrikaners and minorities, nowhere left to hide. Well, this cowboy's had enough,
Patience wearing thin.
Thank you, Nolene.
gonna tell the world the truth.
Where do I begin? They talk about freedom and justice for all, while their own people are answering a different call.
Farmers on their homesteads,
Living in fear and dread.
minority voices silence words left unsaid.
Promises like tumbleweeds blowing in the breeze, while their leaders keep on preaching, bringing us to our knees. Oh, it's more trash in the USA.
I declare, while their own folks are struggling
Beyond all compare,
pointing fingers outward, ignoring what's inside. For Afrikaners and minorities,
nowhere left to hide.
well, this cowboy's had enough,
Patience wearing thin.
gonna tell the world the truth.
Where do I begin?
I try to stay quiet,
Let it roll right on by.
but a man can only take so much beneath God's sky. That's the honest truth.
When you see folks suffering, it just ain't right.
Gonna set the record straight with all of my might. Oh, it's more trash in the USA. I declare, while their own folks are struggling beyond all compare, pointing fingers outward, ignoring what's inside. For Afrikaners and minorities, nowhere left to hide. Well, this cowboy's had enough,
Patience wearing thin.
gonna tell the world the truth.
Where do I begin?
Yeah, more trash in the USA.
But the truth will find its way.
Pretoria, listen up to what I gotta say. God bless America, come what may.
Come what may.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Trash in the USA. DJ Silver Eagle. Cutting those rhythms. Tight. I hate the Southern government now forced me to go back to South Africa 13 years. The home fair is effed up now. Lose my job because they're effed up. I don't know what you're talking about, amazing yacht destinations. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Such a country fan. What, did your passport expire? Gets me everything. Yeah, I've become a country music fan. I mean, I love my country music. I got some good cuts here, man. Herman von Straten with the 35 Rand Super Chat. Thank you for that. Such a country fan I am. Gets me everything. Words, accent strikes true. Signs of solidarity banners. Will civil society groups be... Yes, they are. Yeah, women are protesting this weekend. Do I still have that? That was from earlier. Civil society is protesting. Yep. I had that earlier. Maybe I've lost it. There it is. G20 Women's Shutdown. Here you go. I'll show you that one, folks. Here it is right there. G20 Women's Shutdown Friday. Tomorrow, today for South Africans, and today for me almost, South African women will silence the nation. We call on women members of the why LGBTQ plus community? What does that have to do? There's dudes in the LGBT plus community. What's the point? Across South Africa to refrain from all paid and unpaid work in workplaces, universities, and homes, to spend no money for the entire day to demonstrate the economic and social impact of their absence. Because until South Africa stops burying a woman every 2.5 hours, G20 cannot speak of growth and progress. We demand that gender-based violence and femicide be declared a national disaster, not tomorrow, not another summit, now. How can you participate? Don't work. Don't spend money. Join the 15-minute standstill by lying down for 15 minutes at 12 p.m. to honor the 15 women murdered every day and bring South Africa to a complete standstill. Wear black. Change your profile picture to purple. Share, share, share. Wow. They actually have a letter here to request leave from your employer, but it's a bit late to do that now. Women for Change. The G20 Women for Change shutdown, folks. Oh, my goodness. No, gay is dude. I mean, Xavier, gay men are men. They're not pretending to be something they're not. They just, you know, they have an affinity for dudes. They're gay men or gay men. Yeah, there is stuff going on. Nolene, okay, I'll try. Obviously, I haven't checked mail. I've been a little bit busy with events unfolding. G20. Let me see if I can find what you're... Okay, it's not coming up. Oh, there it is. What the heck is that? Okay. Yeah, that's weird. You say that's not your number, but I can't do anything unless you give me your actual number. You need to give me the correct number. You sent me a message, but send me the correct number. I can't try to reach out to somebody with that information. You're telling me it's the wrong number, but I need to know the right number so they can go look at both cases. Last couple of months have been hectic. My wife passed away from cancer. Sorry to hear that. Still not my son's birth certificate, even after 13 years. Now I've taken... Oh, gotcha. That's crazy. So sorry to hear about your loss, and also about needing to go back. Shirley, I need a couple secretaries. I need a personal assistant, and I need 2 or 3 secretaries. I need an editor. I need a sound man. I need a studio, and I need $3 million of funding, and then we'll just make it all come true. Who will be missing in action for a week? What will happen if Ramaphosa refuses to hand over the presidency? Nothing. It's not like he owns the presidency. It's the Americans. Yeah, I got to make a video about that too. That's what I want to make a video about. I'm going to forget about that. So, yeah, got to make a video about that if they refuse to hand it over. Hang on. Let me write a note to myself here so I don't forget. Oops. Oh, wait a second. What's this? What the heck is this? Oh, that's something I don't need, so I can write on that. Okay. Serious diplomatic breach. It's an insult. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. We should be outraged. We just keep letting them pile on. Colonel Wyatt empowers us to speak up without fear. Well, I don't know if that's true, but that's interesting here. Tomorrow, will you discuss the Iranian scientists that went to Russian Nuclear Institute recently? No, Holden, that's not something to talk about. I don't have information on it. Apparently my son's birth certificate is part of 30,000 birth certificate screw up. That's horrible. I'm not surprised. It's not surprising. There's one driver's license issuing machine in the entire country of 63 million people. I mean, what do you expect? So instead of Donny O'Sullivan making videos about how tragic it is for transgender South Africans no longer to have HIV funding from American taxpayers after 22 years, maybe you should talk about how South Africa's government has pilfered trillions of rand rather than buying or manufacturing driver's license machines and placing them throughout the country. Every metropolitan center in South Africa ought to have multiple machines. I mean, I can go a dozen places within 10 miles, 15 kilometers of my house. I can go all over the place and get a driver's license. Apply for one of those jobs. Hey, Kathy, thank you. Yeah, well, I need the $3 million funding. Yep. E. Strauss sent me a WhatsApp message. You and about 8,000 other people there, Strauss. I have from someone, but no. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, okay, gotcha. I found it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought I saw you say that in the chat. Yeah, congratulations. My two boys will be your security detail in the States. I don't need a security detail in the States. Need one in South Africa, but not here. I don't really need one in South Africa either. ESCOM we stole, a piece of railway lines we stole, and the G20 baton because the U.S. refused to come get it. Yeah. Oh, there are repercussions for me, Maze. No, you're mistaken. There are huge repercussions for me. I made myself unemployable in a lot of places by telling the truth. I could have been quiet and gone along and got myself a $250,000 a year job, living on Easy Street, driving that Audi Q8 that I'd like to have, or nice Porsche or something like that. I could be living on Easy Street. There are repercussions. No, don't think that I don't sacrifice things. I sacrifice a lot. I've jeopardized many options here by simply telling the truth. There's too many people that don't want to hear the truth, and they come after you. Yep. Thank you for everything. Husky, how's it going, man? No, Jeffrey Sachs is not a hero. Jeffrey Sachs is a fool. I've said this many, many times. He's a fool of epic proportions. Jeffrey Sachs is an idiot who thinks that if everybody just gives $1, it'll end global poverty. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work the way yeah, you're right. They can't handle the truth. Can't handle the truth. No, Jeffrey Sachs is not the genius he's made out to be. He's living off fame that he got years ago, and he's never offered any workable solutions when it comes to economics whatsoever. Yes, the truth always comes at consequences. Thank you for sticking to the truth. Well, I did. That's why I'm not in the CNN. I mean, I could have been famous, but not in a good way. I could have been in that documentary. I mean, if when Donny O'Sullivan just asked me, so what gives President Trump the right to do it? I could have said the following. I don't know. He's off his rocker. I mean, who does he think he is? I mean, he's just letting these white farmers come over here. I mean, what is that? What about all these other people, in the Congo and in Somalia and all these other people, these poor people? Why aren't they allowed to come over? Amazing Yacht Destinations gave 200 Thai baht. I forgot about you. You forgot you were in Thailand. They were telling the truth that no one wants but needs to hear. Yep. Yeah, I could have said that, and guess what? I would have been in the documentary. Everybody. I'd have been getting phone calls. CNN would have been calling me, hey, we'd like you to come on tonight with Christian Amanpour. Sky News, hey, we saw you on CNN. We'd like to talk to you about how evil Trump is. I could have sold my soul. I could be rolling in Easy Street right now. But that's not being true. I'm not going to lie. It's funny because tonight we had a planning session for next week's big event for the Veterans Organization. We call it Doe and Buck Night. It used to be called Stag Night. Now it's Doe and Buck Night. And for Doe and Buck Night, somebody said something, and then somebody said, that's true. I was here. I heard him. He said that. He said that. And they all look like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you needed to hear that? My word is my bond. Why would I lie to you folks, particularly over something like this? I mean, come on. Come on. I shouldn't have to have, I appreciate the backup. I appreciate you confirming I said that, but I don't need someone else to say that, You don't take my word, then whatever. Well, the Army made me colonel because I was just too damn good, didn't have a choice. No, they had a choice. They didn't have to make me colonel. Yeah, I think I've told that story before. The year that I got selected for colonel, the way the Army works is that when they get to full colonel, you're managed by the same people that handle the generals. At least when I was in, I think they're trying to change it now, but you're treated like a general. You don't get paid like one, but you can be put in positions that are general officer positions because they don't have enough generals. So your career is managed. The people who decide where generals go have to decide where colonels go. That's how important the position is, even in the U.S. Army. So what they do is they go through all the officers in consideration, and there's 3 officers on the board plus a president of the board. Okay, so the 3 officers, they have a computer screen, 2 computer screens in front of them. Okay, one officer here, one officer, one there. Each have 2 screens. They look at it. They have your photograph up here. They have your record brief over here. And then they go through your last evaluations, 10 of them. Boom, 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 boom. And they look for certain things. It takes 90 seconds to view. They're looking very specific things. They're looking for key things. And in 90 seconds, they can assign a score. Because there's multiple people, they each assign a score, and it can be like a percentage. I don't know, like say 1 to 5, 5 being the top. And they put it in there, and it gets calculated. And then the computer spits it out, and they go. The Army says we need 150 colonels this year, okay? So they go through the list. Hey, Mad Max, I sent you official diplomatic note as well on WhatsApp. Thank you for that, Mad Max. Thank you, 35 Rand. They put the list together, okay? Then they go, okay, these 150 people, they met the standard, okay? So we have 150, and these are the top 150. So all the people that are above that line, 150, they get promoted to colonel. Now, the problem is that the Army they need 20 infantry colonels. They need 15 artillery colonels. They need 6 Russian FAOs. They need 4, whatever. They need all these things, quartermaster. So they go through and they look, they go, did we get everything? If they got all the infantry guys, they don't need to hire anybody else. They don't promote anybody else. If they got 20, but they needed 22 infantry colonels, well, then they take the list, and the people that were below the 150, the first infantry colonel gets promoted. The second infantry colonel or lieutenant colonel gets promoted. So now you have 150 who got promoted when they only need 150. Okay, so they promote 150 on merit, and normally they hit most of the things they have to get. In my case, the year that I got promoted, it changes every year. The floor, now they have a floor, and the floor, let's say that I just made up for the infantry, was 22. They had to have 22. They didn't get 22, so they got 20. They had to add 2 more. The floor for my career field, for African Foreign Area Officer for the U.S. Army, the floor that year was 0. So the Army didn't have to promote anybody. They had enough colonels in my career field. There's only 18. They had enough. So nobody was going to get promoted unless you made it into the top 150. Well, I made it in there somewhere. So I got promoted even though there was no position for me. So it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Truth and integrity matter. Rewards exceed monetary gain. However, you deserve to be exceedingly abundant. Well, thank you, Maze. My father late said, the day I got admitted, son, your integrity cannot be covered by any deposit up front fee a client pays. Yep. So true, can only hear what they think is the truth. Put the wrong colored cherry on the cake and you'll be morto. Yep. Jeffrey Sachs can give 10% of how about that? Yeah. Out of his pocket. Yep. Less Chief Moranians. The truth and objectivity did help you get almost another 100,000 since the start of the year. Not a small feat by any means. People appreciate what you do. Well, I had 20,000. So we're at 115. So 95. Yeah, you're about spot on there, Dirk. Yep. But I've been doing this for 6 years. I should have 6 million subscribers. Those who know will know. How do you want to die? With honor and integrity otherwise? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Angie. Thanks. Always a pleasure. Have a good night's sleep. Cheers. Okay. Integrity is everything. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours. I can't believe that, folks. 2 hours. 2 hours. When you have time, please check my email about Ramaphosa's speech. Okay. I don't judge them. It's their choice to be who they are, but respect those who are not. Okay, respect is returned when given. Should be. You can't take them, Peter, to pay Paul. The truth always comes, okay? Herself and Mashili was not very subtle talking about a new political party they were working on before. Mashili? Who's Mashili? All right, I think I'm caught up now. Oh, there's a 70 Rand. Look at the pre-screen yesterday on the way home. Got a booking for pre-screening another date, and then got congratulations on finishing pre-screening. Gee, crickets. Applebee, that's insane. That's insane. Nothing like crisis, get more subscribers. We still have many more of those coming. Well, yeah, hopefully this crisis get people. But folks, today it's a women's shutdown, 12 o'clock noon, so it's not that far away. South Africans, it's 7 a.m. You got 5 hours. You want to participate in the women's shutdown. I'm not encouraging you to do it. I'm just saying if you want to participate in it, there it is. There it is. It's today. All right, Friday, November 21st. You can don't go to work, don't spend any money, join the 15-minute standstill, lie down for 15 minutes at 12 p.m. to honor the 15 women who are murdered every day in South Africa. Wear black to stand in mourning and resistance. Change your profile picture to purple to make the shutdown visible online, and share. Well, if I remember, for my news program later in the day, perhaps I'll wear a black shirt. Yep, I'll do that. Hottie Train Killing Me just asked Colonel they did his detail in Vanderbilt Park. Who's that? Jackie Chan. What are you talking about? Oh, Prince Mashila. Oh, gotcha. I thought you, okay, thank you. Prince helps. Prince Mashila. Got it. Okay, I didn't. Anyway, I don't know what's going on here. Some chat going on. Only protest is Port of Ice. Excuse me. Gosh. So here's what Pretoria said. Okay, what's this? Mad Max 35 Rand. Thank you, Mad Max. Oh my goodness. Piers Morgan says, I do find it highly ironic that someone who effectively is an Islamist supremacist is accusing someone of being a white supremacist. Ibrahim Rasul. Oh my goodness. Let's listen to this.
Him being a white supremacist. What's your response to that?
I mean, I don't really have any comment about Donald Trump. I don't know what his personal views are. I don't care for him that much personally. I don't agree with his policy on most of the Middle East, certainly not trying to make a deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran. But I do find it highly ironic that someone who effectively is an Islamist supremacist is accusing someone else of being a white supremacist. Mr. Rasul here...
Ibrahim Rasul does not look amused. He does not look amused. Oh, I know. I was getting to that, Alan, to a junior representative. It's not a junior representative. It's a very, very, very big insult. A very big insult. Look at Ibrahim Rasul. He looks like AI. He looks like AI. Oh, my goodness. He looks like AI, man. I'm not making that up. That is insane. What's my Ibrahim Rasul song? Now I can't remember that, man. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, PNG. That's what it is. PNG'd. Persona non grata. Here we go. This is in honor of Ibrahim Rasul. This chica PNG'd Ibrahim Rasul.
In the heart of shadows where headlines grow, a name engraved in whispers and undertow. Ambassador, no title, now it seems so stark. Persona non grata written in the dark. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Pages turn but bridges burn so fast. A name in ember solemnly cast. In whole
echoes and whispers across the sea.
Oh, the ties that
Tangled, tangled tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight.
a step misplaced and the stage does sway.
Persona non grata carry far away. You've been Rasooled. The Chica Rasooled, Ibrahim Rasool.
When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight.
Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight.
A step misplaced and the stage does sway.
Persona non grata carry far away. Piano solo. Persona non grata. You've been Rasooled. Gotta carry far away. Persona non grata, Ibrahim Rasool. Now look at his face and look at how unhappy he looks about being called an Islamist supremacist. Remember, this is the man, as ambassador to the United States, called Donald Trump the leader of a global white supremacy. And now this chica throws it back in his face.
Is someone who has openly praised Yusuf al-Qaradawi, who of course is a financier or was a financier of Hamas, who openly supported terrorism and Hamas. He has constantly affiliated himself with various figures who are involved with Hamas. He has participated in his organization as well, has even co-hosted fundraisers with organizations that were funded.
I don't know who this chick is, man, but she is spitting some truth bullets there. My goodness. She is spitting some truth bullets.
And created by Qaradawi, who I mentioned earlier, Suleiman, his colleague. He also has done, not only brought Gazans to South Africa, but also has bragged about his associations with Hamas officials. He's met with Islamic Jihad officials. He has also...
Dude, he's getting torched. He's getting torched. He's getting torched.
Posted publicly about how he has a keffiyeh that's signed by Isma Haniyeh, the leader of Hamas. And just several months before he was appointed to be the ambassador of the United States, he was meeting with a delegation of Muslim Brotherhood officials in South Africa about how to advance the Palestinian cause. Now, given the fact that he...
Oh, dear God. Oh, somebody call the fire brigade. Please call the fire brigade. Oh, my goodness. Wow. It's not Piers Morgan. It's this chica, man. I don't know who she is.
He has all of these associations with Hamas officials and with people who have funded Hamas. I would like to know, and I think the world deserves to know, what exactly he meant by supporting the Palestinian cause when meeting with those Muslim Brotherhood officials.
Let's give Mr. Rasool the chance to respond.
Okay, so it's time. Here we go. I smell something cooking, man. Here we go. All right, this is hilarious. Woo, man. I bet his seat's warm.
I think Emily has come here prepared to speak to a stereotype and not to Ibrahim Rasool.
Oh, a stereotype? Dude, she just ran off a litany of things you said and did. There's no stereotype. She didn't say you were Palestinian. She didn't say you were Muslim. She didn't say you were evil. She didn't say you were a bad brown person. She didn't stereotype. Dude, Oh, you're going to have to come with more artillery than that, Ibrahim.
No, I'm talking about your actual record.
Anyone who knows who I am would know that I was targeted by extremists because
you were targeted by extremists. Okay, this is what's known as deflection. Deflection. Shields. Raise shields. Number 1, raise the shields. Captain, shields are raised. Deflector's on. The deflector shield is at 100%. Watch as she eviscerates his deflectors.
Stood against extremism.
Actually,
in the
your
name
exact
of Islam.
words were.
You've had
your
a good
exact
chance. I have given you a perfect
you
chance.
stated
Let me say,
that Qaradawi was your spiritual guide.
Qaradawi
Those were your words.
Captain, the deflector shield is reduced to 70% strength.
You publicly posted it.
He's an important person in the Muslim world, and so
he
let's
said
leave
that the Jews deserved what Hitler did to him.
Let
Do you
me
agree
say,
with that?
I was at the 60th anniversary of Auschwitz, mourning.
Do you agree with?
Oh, and I've been to Mauthausen. I've been to Dachau. I've been to Bergen-Belsen. Well, so what? So what? Does that make me a wonderful person? Does that give me credit for, if I ever want to attack the Jews? No, it doesn't.
Qaradawi's statement.
In the Central Synagogue of Cape Town, mourning with Jews.
But in relation
I lived in Israel. I've been to synagogues. Does that make me a great person? No. No.
In relation to the statements he has made of the kind Emily is saying, would you now disavow those statements?
No, I think that the point is that the Palestinian struggle is the litmus test of Western humanity.
No, you stated that.
Oh, here we go. Blaming the West. Dude, you're not responding to her charges. She said you did this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. And Captain, the deflector shield is now down to 50%. 50% and it's declining. Captain, we've got to get out of here. Engage the warp engines. No, Scotty, we've got to stay and fight. We've got to fight.
Stated that Qaradawi was your spiritual guide.
Oh my goodness. And that was worth staying up for, man. That was worth staying up for. Man, oh man, oh man. He got torched. Ooh, homie needs to get some he's gonna have some hemorrhoids after that one. Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Now, to be fair, she didn't let him talk, but I mean, he wasn't going to talk. He was just going to spew. But my goodness, thank you for that one, Mad Max. Well, that was worth staying up for. That Chica, I don't know who she is. Who's this? Emily, man. Emily, I got to find out who that is. Anybody know who that is? Emily on Piers Morgan show. Is it Emily Austin? Emily Schrader. No, it's not Emily Austin. Is it Emily Schrader? Let's see. Yeah, is that her? I think it's Emily Schrader. She has 4,000 subscribers. Wow, that's not much.
Welcome to Viewpoint on ILTV, where we bring you thought.
No, I don't know if that's her. I don't think that's her. Who is that, man? Let me see. Is that her? Yeah, I don't want to sign in. Huh. My goodness, man. He got roasted. He got torched. Yeah, I think it is Emily Schrader. I think it might be her. Yeah, it's her.
Despite sanctions, the regime is still exporting well over 1.4 million barrels of oil every single day. Now, if the global price of oil...
I'm guessing she's Jewish. She only has 4,000 subscribers, man. I got to get her on. Oof. Emily Schrader. Man, oh, man. Wow. How does she only have 4,000? I mean, she must have just put something on YouTube. Man. Let me look her up on Twitter. Let's go on X. Okay. Okay. Emily Schrader. Emily Emily Schrader, there she is. She has 194,000 subscribers there. I was going to say, yeah, YouTube is not her main thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. These Chica just shredded him. Shredded him. Saying a president of a country is running his mouth as a press secretary is disrespectful. Really? Really? Yep. Let me put that on there. Wow. Wow. She was well prepared, man. She did eat him for breakfast. Yep. Not sure about the NC, but the scarf is in the colors selling flag. Yeah, it is. Yep. Trying to portray the Rainbow Nation. Exactly. In a recent edition of Piers Morgan, the former South African ambassador to the United States, appeared alongside. Yeah, it is Emily Schrader. Yeah. No. Oh, man. I got to get her on. Man. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know who she was before either, but I'm a fan now. I'm going to try to get her on my program. My goodness. Ooh, my goodness. Wow. She did her homework, man. She torched him. She absolutely torched him. Well, she can't be the Israeli ambassador to South Africa because there's no ambassador right now. They've suspended diplomatic ties, or at least they tried to. Oh my goodness, this Emily's brilliant, very sharp. Yeah, she's not hard on the eyes either. She torched him, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, a crazy trans crowd here. It's amazing how these people just, they're disconnected from reality. They're all here complaining about her saying he's running his mouth, but they just completely ignore what Antonio O'Donnell, what was said on CNN by Ronnie Lamola. It's amazing. It's amazing how they just ignore that. Oh, there's 50%. Oh man, my ears, my hearing is acute and something just came through. Oh my goodness. Yep. Peter Dutoy, I've just responded to him too. Oh, Christiane Amanpour, yeah, she's just a hack.
Senator Alyssa Slotkin, senator from Michigan, former CIA officer. Earlier today, President Trump threatened myself and a number of other service and veteran lawmakers with arrest, trial, and death because he didn't agree with a video we put out this week.
No, because you committed sedition.
This really isn't about those of us who made the video.
No,
this is about who we are as Americans and how we're going to engage with people who we disagree with. I would hope that people of all backgrounds, Democrat, Republican, Independent, would agree.
All right, shut up. You're an idiot. First off, you're suborning insurrection and this sedition on your part. You're telling military personnel to disobey the President of the United States because you're implying that his orders are unlawful. They're not unlawful. And so you are suborning sedition. So just shut up. Close your cake hole, sweetheart. Go back to Michigan. You're not wanted. You're not helpful here. You don't know what you're talking about. CIA. This is a congressman. Where the hell do we get these people from? Congressman Yasemin Ansari. Where the hell are these people coming from?
Donald Trump just threatened to hang Democratic members of Congress and senators. This is officially the most insane and authoritarian.
Seriously, y'all tried to kill him. Twice you tried to assassinate him. You besmirched him. 2 fake impeachments over no crimes committed. Spare me the crocodile tears. You are suborning sedition. Sedition. You're actively working against the interests of the United States in violation of your oath of the Constitution. Idiots. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's another one whining. The president just called for my arrest. Yeah, well, you should be arrested for committing sedition. Boy, the black supremacists are going nuts on Carolyn Levitt, but they completely ignore. What the hell is this going on here? Husband just started following the journalist. Oh, you're talking about Schrader, okay. Should the Senate vote on any and all war matters? What are you talking about, the Senate? What are you talking about? What war matters? What are you talking about? Only Congress can declare war. Is that your question? That's what the Constitution says. They tried to subvert that with the War Powers Act. These people are losing their mind. Look at these wackadoodles, man. This is insane. They're telling us we have to boycott these American brands. Okay, I can't put the sound on because I'll get a copyright on that for sure. Papa John's? Lipton? Get the hell out of our country, you scumbags. Coca-Cola? Always? Garnier? What a bunch of shitheads. Pampers? Fuck off. Oreo? Oh, piss off. But these freaking lunatics, you give them safety and succor, and this is how they behave. Insane. Oh my gosh. So, ladies and gentlemen, the ANC has screwed up South Africa, but the Action SA is absolutely obsessed with the Democratic Alliance. Obsessed. Obsessed. Michael Beaumont.
One of the reasons why Action SA's relationship with the DA-led coalition at the time in the city of Tshwane fell apart was their mishandling of the labor relations around the strike that took place in the city back in 2023. Action SA had always...
This is what is the obsession with Action SA with the DA? Why don't you be obsessed with the ANC? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. These people are unreal. They are really unreal. I mean, they really take the cake. That's enough of that crap. I don't need to read that. That's just going to bore me to tears. Anyway, where are we at? 212 people currently here. Good morning from PE. Welcome to you, Haman Volka. It's only a matter of time before Seth Rich is back in the news. Isn't he dead? Oh my goodness. Just Infirmary. Welcome to you. I didn't see your membership join. My apologies. I know a lot of Jewish members of Congress have dual citizenship. That's nonsense. No such thing. I don't buy that for a second. I reject that. Yep. You're too good a man. You're giving Ron Power way too much credit. Maybe his people communicating correctly to him. He's aware of what's happening. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to be objective. That's all. Appleby, I don't know if you have earlier dates. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they're really screwing this stuff up. It's insane. And I've tried to tell the U.S. government, but it's falling on deaf ears. I haven't slept for days, all because of immunotherapy. Yep. My coffee, Drake. Thank you for your membership. Yeah, awesome stuff, guys. South Africa has foot and mouth as he's being see his head up the SSEs. Oh, what he gave to Julian Assange. Well, why isn't Julian Assange releasing it? Take care, Manny van Rooyen. Wow, we've been at this, guys, for 2.5 hours. It's. I think it's time to knock off. I'm going to make another video before I go to bed about South Africa's insult here, and they just keep ramping it up. Yep, it's fascinating. But it's crazy. All right, so Ibrahim Rasool got grilled, man. He got grilled. That was a roast like nothing you're ever going to see. That was insane. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. I need to get some rest. I've got rugby coming up Saturday, and tomorrow I've got to go ask for donations for the Veterans Organization. I've got to hit several businesses, so that's going to eat up some of my time in the afternoon. You all be well. No crabs. I mean, the crabs are over now, so no crabs this weekend, so I'm going to have to figure out something else to munch on. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed the program. I enjoyed it. You all take care. Yeah, it should mean double tax. You have double citizenship. Yeah, and serving both militaries. Yep. Cheers. Be well, folks. Unable to listen to this uneducated man anymore. Who are you talking about? Cheers, guys.